Welcome back everyone to the Britball YouTube channel. We are towards the back end of our series now, doing the last division in the NFL, the NFC West, the toughest division of them all. Today we are doing the Arizona Cardinals and covering their last 5 first round picks. But before we dive into the video, we're going to carry on our tradition and let Ollie say his very important message.
If you do enjoy the content, you're not just here for flicking through the grades and you actually enjoy listening to us, then please don't just leave a view, leave a comment and leave a subscribe as well, because it means the world to us.
Yeah, and barbers now haven't been open for about 6 months in the UK, so we're now going to drastic measures to cover up the horrible hair. But anyway, let's get into it.
So, first of all, we have Simmons taken out of Clemson just last season. And going into the draft, I'm pretty sure everyone and their nan was in the talk that this guy was a do-it-all guy and he will smash it in the NFL at linebacker, safety, wherever you want to play him. And it didn't really work out the way he was supposed to in his first season. He got 7 starts in 16 games, so you can see he was dropped a fair amount. You could probably put it down to a lack of pre-season for a lot of these rookies who haven't had a good season because of COVID. He did have a rough start, there is no denying that, but as the season went on, he was taken out of the starting lineup a bit and he was thrown in as during his versatile self in different positions. And when he came on and played limited snaps, that's when he actually got more consistency about him. So in the second season, in this off season coming up, you have to have a big training with his teammates in order to settle in fully with the team, because you don't feel as if he actually did last season. But as it goes on, you think he'll do good second season.
Yeah, everyone's thinking he'll be like a Derwin James type, versatile player, but yeah, he only showed flashes. He did get into his groove. He had that really good game against the Seahawks. He came up clutch in big moments, but you can blame it on the coaches as well. I think they really didn't know how to use him a lot at all. But we'll dive into our next pick, and that is Kyler Murray. So obviously, first overall, they took 2 quarterbacks in 2 years in a row, and fair to say, Josh Rosen didn't go well, but we won't go into that right now. It wasn't a pick that was liked at the time. It was like they were held hostage with this number 1 overall and felt forced to take Kyler Murray. But after a decent rookie year, he's really kicked on his second season. Flashy, like deep ball, really pretty football, as everyone or the herd likes to say. And elite rushing. He looks like a little ant out there. And he's so quick, but you do worry in sometimes when he's so small, he can't really see all the field. But he's filled up the stat sheet, and he's a promising little man.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else really else to say. I mean, at the start of the season, there was a very early contention of him being Offensive Player of the Year, but that was like the opening 4 or 5 games, and it settled down towards the end. But this second season he's been nothing short of spectacular, and if it wasn't for him, the Cardinals could have gone negative. But him and D-Hop have got a terrifying partnership coming in years to come. And I've got the reason why he was drafted in Josh Rosen. There was no secret after his piss poor season that they had to go in for another quarterback in Kyler Murray. He went for 3-10 across his games. He started for 11 TDs to 14 picks, 55% passing rate percentage. It hurts more considering in 2018 it was a very good quarterback class as well, such as he was taken before Lamar. And if you look at what we gave him in the Ravens video, it's a night and day difference. He did leave for Miami after, I think it was 1 season with the Cardinals, and he couldn't even get in the practice squad for them. He's been released.
He did play a couple games.
He played a couple games, and he went to the Buccaneers practice squads. I don't know what happened to him. He's not in the NFL anymore. He's just rotting away somewhere. I think his NFL.
He's on the Niners.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he ain't gonna get any games there at all. I think his NFL career is over before it's even started. That was an absolute abomination of a first season for him.
Yeah, I mean, just the quarterback of the old. It's not going to work, and I do think he deserves another little chance. I do think, because he's been lumped onto 2 awful teams. And if Sam Darnold gets another chance, then surely Josh Rosen gets another chance. Okay, next we've got Haason Reddick, a good pick. So coming into the draft, it was a weak linebacker class, as shown by Jared Davis, a total bust that we covered in our Lions video. And he's just come off a very, very good year, his best year in the league by far, which is bad timing because the Cardinals declined his 5th-year option before this season. So that made him a free agent this season, of course, which we're very happy about. But yeah, 13 sacks this season, 3rd in the NFL. They're machine numbers, big numbers. And 6 forced fumbles, which is the most in the NFL. I think as an outside linebacker, definitely the most. But as for any position, I think that is going to be up there. Maybe Chase Young might have 6, I'm not sure. But yeah, declined his 5th year before this season, and now he is, of course, getting paid by you boys, which is a great little signing with Brian Burns. I'm looking forward to that a lot. His stats might not be as good next year, but he'd be splitting with Brian Burns. It'll be a scary unit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to his future.
Yeah, the last season he had with the Cardinals is probably the reason why his grade went up massively, because in his first 3 seasons he wasn't first round quality, you would say, but the season just gone he's been sensational. His stats went through the roof. It's probably, I think it's because they towards the start of his career, the Cardinals actually played him more inside than outside, and as soon as they switched him outside, his stats went crazy. So I look forward to seeing him next year with our team. Robert Nkemdiche.
That's how I'd pronounce it.
Whatever his name is. Either way, he's poor. He spent 3 years in Arizona for 27 games and 6 starts, so he didn't even play that much. He started the first and second season, he was literally just a bench player coming off the bench whenever possible. He wasn't given his chance to prove himself on the field. And then his 3rd season, he tore his ACL. After starting 6 in 10, so he's actually getting going in his 3rd season with the Cardinals, and then unfortunately an injury stopped them. He did unfortunately fail to impress even when he was starting. He then returned to training camp out of shape at the end of the season, and then he was cut. He was cut from the Miami squad when he was signed as well due to cocaine possession. And his NFL career is probably over because poor on-field ability and off-field issues as well. So,
yeah. I've got nothing to add. It's just another bust who turned to drugs. And now out of the league. And that sums it up for the Cardinals. Yeah. So there hasn't been the most exciting amount of picks for the Cardinals, but they've actually done a decent job on a few of them. I think Simmons will turn out to be a good pick in the end. Surely he won't be a bust. And
Rosen.
Only Josh Rosen really bringing it down, and Nkemdiche, but Nkemdiche wasn't the Cardinals' fault really.
No.
That sums it up. And next video we're moving on to another team in the NFC West. I'm not sure which one yet, but we will build the suspense. Catch you guys.